The 90s brought a simpler time for family life, with weekend rituals that many American families cherished. Whether it was gathering around the TV for a favorite show or piling into the family car for a road trip, these traditions defined family time for the decade. Here's a nostalgic look back at the top 10 weekend rituals only 90s American families will understand. 1. Saturday morning cartoons. For kids in the 90s, Saturday mornings were sacred. The ritual started with a big bowl of sugary cereal and a lineup of favorite cartoons like DuckTales, Rugrats, and Batman, the animated series. Parents got a few hours of peace, and kids had their weekly dose of animated adventure. 2. The weekly Blockbuster run. A trip to Blockbuster was essential for 90s families. Browsing the aisles, debating which movie or video game to rent, and hoping that the latest release was still in stock, these were moments families looked forward to every Friday night. It was a bonding experience that made movie night all the more special. 3. Family board game nights. Before digital gaming took over, families gathered around for board game nights, diving into games like Monopoly, Clue, or the Game of Life. These games often ended in a bit of playful rivalry but were all about spending quality time together. For many, these games are now nostalgic relics of a tech-free evening. 4. Road trips to the nearest big city. Small towns often didn't have big malls or theaters, so families would embark on weekend road trips to the nearest big city. Whether for shopping, dining, or just exploring, these trips brought a sense of adventure to the weekend and became a cherished ritual of discovery and excitement. 5. Attending local sporting events. From high school football games to little league matches, attending local sporting events was a weekend staple in the 90s. Families gathered to cheer on local teams, enjoying the camaraderie and the sense of community. Even if you weren't a big sports fan, it was all about showing up for the town. 6. Sunday family dinners. Sundays were all about family dinners, often hosted by grandparents or another family member. These meals brought everyone together, with recipes passed down generations. Pot roast, mashed potatoes, and apple pie were staples, and the stories shared around the table were just as memorable as the food. 7. Yard sales and flea markets. Exploring yard sales and flea markets was a classic weekend ritual for families in the 90s. Parents searched for bargains, and kids looked for hidden treasures, from comic books to vintage toys. This thrifty adventure was fun for the whole family and often led to interesting finds and lasting memories. 8. Watching primetime family shows. Evenings were reserved for family-friendly TV shows like Full House, Family Matters, and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. These shows brought everyone together in the living room, sharing laughs and bonding over the sitcom storylines. Watching TV as a family was a weekly treat that often included homemade popcorn. 9. Weekend chores as a family affair. While chores might not seem exciting, in the 90s, families often tackled them together on weekends. Whether it was mowing the lawn, washing the car, or cleaning the garage, parents and kids worked as a team, turning mundane tasks into mini bonding moments, sometimes with a little incentive thrown in. 10. Sunday morning pancake breakfasts. These weekend rituals of the 90s encapsulate a time when family connections thrived without the interference of screens or smartphones. For many, they represent the warmth and simplicity of family life in that era, leaving memories that continue to bring smiles and spark conversations about the good old days. Sundays often started with a pancake breakfast made from scratch. Parents made stacks of pancakes or waffles, sometimes with bacon and scrambled eggs on the side. This breakfast tradition was a cozy, delicious way to kick off a lazy Sunday and set the tone for a relaxing day ahead.